Hi there, beautiful people, and welcome back into another blind reaction. I'm here with a different kind of video, but before I start, let me know in the comment section how and when did you learn public speaking. Looking forward to your comments. I'll also give mine at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So this is a different kind of video. It ain't comedy. Yes, you've seen Dave Chappelle in the title. It's not comedy. So this is I'm told by the end of this video we'll get to learn something about public speaking and how to command a room. So come with me. Let's listen to Dave Chappelle's acceptance speech from 2019, and be sure to stick around until the end. So let's get straight in. Let's learn something. So every
Thank
day
you. Thank you.
Twain prize.
I like not knowing what's going to happen. I like making memories. Sometimes I do all this crazy around my colleagues just so that they can tell their friends I did it. But rather than talk about myself, just briefly, I want to just talk about my genre. Stand-up comedy is an incredibly American genre. I don't think any other country could produce this many comedians. And unbeknownst to many people in this audience, I don't think there's opinion that it exists in this country that is not represented in a comedy club by somebody. Each and every one of you has a champion in the room. We watch you guys fight, but when we're together, we talk it out. I know comics that are very racist, and I watch them on stage, and everyone's laughing, and I'm like, that mother means that.
I did get that.
Don't get mad at them, don't hate them. We go upstairs and have a beer, and sometimes I even appreciate the artistry that they paint their racist opinions with. Man, it's not that serious. The First Amendment is first for a reason. The Second Amendment is just in case the first one doesn't work out. We gotta let some air out the ball, man. The country's getting a little tight. It doesn't.
Pause. So what's the First Amendment? Because by the way, this has been brought to us by Paul. So Paul, thank you so much for this. And Paul mentioned about the Second Amendment, and he said the Second Amendment is about the gun, the freedom to hold or rather own a gun. So I'm curious, First Amendment, so that I can understand the joke here. So let me take it slightly back.
But when we're together, we talk it out. I know comics that are very racist, and I watch them on stage, and everyone's laughing, and I'm like, that mother means that. Don't get mad at them, don't hate them. We go upstairs and have a beer, and sometimes I even appreciate the artistry that they paint their racist opinions with. Man, it's not that serious. The First Amendment is first for a reason. The Second Amendment is just in case the first one doesn't work out.
No, I'm curious. I guess
We gotta let some air out the ball, man. The country's getting a little tight. It doesn't feel like it's ever felt in my lifetime. So tonight, I am honored that my colleagues are here in comedy and in music. And I want everyone in America right now to look at me. Look at me smoking indoors. I didn't ask anybody, I just did it. What are they gonna do? Kick me out before I get the prize? No, nigga, this is called leverage. The thing that I liked best about tonight was that I saw so many people from different parts of my life, like friends that I grew up with here in DC, friends of mine from Ohio then and now, friends of mine from comedy clubs, all the musicians that blew my mind. You guys have no idea how you inspired me. I want to give a special shout out to my OG, Tony Woods. Miles Davis has a quote. It's one of my favorite. Miles Davis said so much cool shit, but one of the things he said I always loved, he said, it took me years to learn how to play like myself. You know, he would watch other musicians, and he would try to play like Dizzy or Bird, or all the guys who were great. Tony Woods was my Dizzy and Bird if I was a Miles. I was trying to play like you. You were the first person I ever saw do it absolutely right. You were fearless, and you told the truth. There's something so true about this genre, when done correctly, that I will fight anybody that gets a true practitioner of this art form's way, because I know you're wrong. This is the truth, and you are obstructing it. I'm not talking about the content, I'm talking about the art form. Do you understand? Do we have an agreement?
No, I didn't understand.
And what I really wanted to say tonight, and I'm glad I get the platform to do it, I'm gay. I am gay, and I can't wait to see what this does for my career, being gay like this.
It's crazy.
So many special shout outs. One of the main architects of the comeback of the century, my brother and my mentor, the mighty Stan Lathan. I never dreamed that I would be able to work with someone as great as you. These last 5 specials, straight fire. I wouldn't want to do another special with anybody else but you. So eat your mother vegetables and live as long as you can, because we doing a few more of these bitches.
Wow.
Neil Brennan, your speech made me cry because it reminded me
Okay, let's continue.
of all those hard days of work and all that money I never got for it. The other real special shout out I gotta make, because none of this would have been possible on any level without this person, is my mother. Mom. My mother.
I love how people love that.
Mom.
Wow.
You have no idea what I put this woman through. If you had just given birth to me, that would have been more than enough. But the fact that she raised me and raised me well, we had a real oral tradition in our house. I knew the word griot when I was a little boy. A griot was a person in Africa who was charged with keeping the stories of the village. Everyone would tell a griot the stories, and they would remember them all so that they could tell future generations. And when they got old, they'd tell them to someone else. And they say in Africa, when a griot dies, it's like a library was burnt down. And my mother used to tell me, before I ever thought about doing comedy, she said, you should be a griot. And she'd fill me with every story of black life. You know, she's educated in African American studies, and she would let me understand the context that I was being raised in. That I'm being raised in a hostile environment that I have to tame. By the time I was 14 years old, I was in nightclubs, mastering an adult world. It was terrifying. Crack epidemic was going on, and my mother would hear gunshots outside and be scared to death. Maybe it's my son. But early in my career, if you remember, Mom, you used to sit in the club with me. She'd do a full day of work. You'd be back there falling asleep, just waiting for me to go on. She would watch my show every night. Do you know how long that car ride is home?
Wow, she sure deserved that standing ovation. Wow. Oh my, that's so sweet of her. So a little back. When you have
be back there
support, that's
falling
really
asleep, just waiting for me to go on. She would watch my show every night. Do you know how long that car ride is home? How many of you have ever heard your mother say, jokes were a little too much tonight, son? I was a soft kid. I was sensitive, I'd cry easy, and I would be scared to fist fight. And my mother used to tell me this thing, I don't even know if you remember, but you said this to me more than once. You said, son, sometimes you have to be a lion so you can be the lamb you really are.
I love how she can remember word by word. You can see she's, let me take it back. I love this. This is so, it feels like I'm getting personal with Dave Chappelle, like getting to know him deeper. Love this.
Much tonight, son. I was a soft kid. I was sensitive, I'd cry easy, and I would be scared to fist fight. And my mother used to tell me this thing, I don't even know if you remember, but you said this to me more than once. You said, son, sometimes you have to be a lion so you can be the lamb you really are. I talk this like a lion.
That again.
I'm not afraid of any of you. When it comes word to word, I will gab with the best of them, just so I can chill and be me. And that's why I love my art form, because I understand every practitioner of it. Whether I agree with them or not, I know where they're coming from. They want to be heard. They got something to say. There's something they notice. They just want to be understood. Love this genre. It saved my life. So tonight, Mom, I would like to honor you in a very special way that I cannot do on my own. But because now I'm a man with great and influential friends, I'd like to ask my man Thundercat to come out on stage. Thundercat, the Mighty Most Def. Washington, D.C., thank you very much for giving me a home and a place to start. Today is officially Dave Chappelle Day in Washington, D.C. The mayor declared it last night. So, in the future, on Dave Chappelle Day, I ask everyone who wishes to celebrate it to make one incredible memory for themselves and or somebody else. Thank you very much. Good night.
Wow, that was really personal. That was deep. I'm a crying baby. Yeah, some parts of it got me a little emotional, almost to a point of tearing. So yeah, that was really nice. As I said when I began this, that by listening to this, we are going to learn something about public speaking and how to command a room. So from this video, for sure, it gets to show that. And something that I've learned from it on my end is like to command a room doesn't need a lot of professionalism. Like be free, be yourself on stage, and also crack jokes. People relate more when you make jokes. It creates that warmth for them to receive the message and get to listen to you. Because personally, that's what caught my attention, like him making the jokes. And yeah, I also loved how he appreciated, or rather honored, the mother in the journey. And it gets to show like every great person, there is someone behind them, someone that stood behind them. It could be the parent, it could be the sibling, it could be the relatives, it could be friends that are behind the scenes of who we see. So yeah, that really gets to show like we all need support. Yeah, and without that support, it's like a tree needs roots. We don't get to see the roots, but we see the tree, we see the fruits, we see the beauty, but what's holding the tree is the roots. So we all need roots. Yeah, let me say that we all need roots to remain green. So yeah, that was really sweet and beautiful. So I'd love to know, because this is a video, this is art, and we can listen to the same video but have different lessons. So let me know, what have you learned about public speaking, how to command a room from this video, because I would use that, someone else would use that. So kindly share in the comment section, and hoping you learned something. I loved this. I feel like I need to listen to it again. My favorite part was when he was saying about what the mother used to say to him, and I could see the mother repeat it. So that's many years ago, I believe. So the fact that it's still in her mind, yeah, that was sweet. So I love to see videos of people sharing like their pillars. Yeah, it gets to show us, or rather it's motivating and inspirational as well, getting to show us that behind a tree is the roots. So yeah, that's it for today. So thank you for watching this with me. I'd love to hear from you, so kindly share in the comment section. Now I'm curious to listen to the next performance that took place. So if you have that video, kindly drop a link in the comment section for me so that I can listen to it. This episode, as I said, it's brought to us by Paul. So Paul, thank you so much for sharing this and for the lesson. We learn through music, we learn through such videos, we learn through comedy. we learn every day. So that's it. Until next time, take care of yourself, be safe. Oh, hey, I almost forgot. So I asked you a question at the beginning of how did you learn, how and when did you learn public speaking, and I said I'll share mine at the end. So let me honor my word. So for me, growing up, I have always been vocal. Like I'm not shy to speak around people. I might be shy to speak around people I know, strange, right? But to strangers, I'm never shy. I think that's even why I'm able to do reactions, like, you know, even getting to, there are people that can't do a video and post. Yeah, so for me, I've always been, I'm never camera shy. I'm never like shy when doing public speaking. I might not be the best public speaker, but I'm not shy. This, I believe, I got it from growing up. Actually, my uncle used to have us seated. It would happen randomly, like sometimes it would be a routine, sometimes not, and he would ask us questions. We were expected to stand and explain ourselves, and I used to bite my nails, by the way. And I remember his words were like, you know, when you speak and you're biting your nails, because that's something I used to do when I'm thinking. So I still do, and that's why I try to always have my nails done, otherwise I'll bite them. So he would say, you know, okay, he used to relate it with boys. So, you know, boys will think you are shy. Yeah, so anyway, so I would be cautious when I'm speaking. I would try to maybe have my hands like this. Actually, he used to teach us how to put our hands. So anyway, I learned public speaking through him. My Uncle John, he's the one that really taught me public speaking. So yeah, that's it. Let me know, when did you learn public speaking and how, or rather who taught you public speaking? Looking forward to that. So thank you for watching. See you in the next one. In case you're new here, oh, now that I've mentioned my Uncle John, in case, I don't know whether he'll get to watch this, but in case he does, Uncle John, thank you so much for teaching me public speaking. So until next time, I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and to support this channel, kindly check the description below. You'll get to find a link to my PayPal address. Not a link, you'll get to find my PayPal address, and you'll also get to find my link to Patreon. And on Patreon, I also do have movie reactions. So if you're into movies, you can check that out as well. So for now, let me go. See you in the next one. Looking forward to your comments on how and when did you learn public speaking. Peace out and bye.